Hello, my name is Zhatelier and welcome back for another Shadow Empire. In previous episode we managed to cut off the enemy in here. Actually we formed a small pocket as well, which we might be cleaning out today soon enough. We are still kind of have a front line over here in Ansang, and we lost most of the island, but you know, it's not really that bad. We'll be retaking it eventually, so right now we don't have all that much troops in there yet, but we might be able to send in some troops eventually. But we don't have a proper transportation going in there yet either. How large is Ansang anyway? It's got... Okay, it's almost to level 2, so then we can get a bigger airfield in here, and then we can start using some of the dedicated transport planes as well, which might actually help a little bit. And of course, what we can do always is just... actually, we could just increase the size of this. We just upgrade that to air wing, which would be 90 of those planes, and then get some replacement troops there, so we'll just use the flyers. I'm hoping that we got enough resources to do that, actually. I think we do. Yeah, it's not really that expensive. I mean, it's a little bit expensive in machinery and all that, but that will give us quite a bit more logistical points, which in turn means, I mean, how much is each one of these? Don't remember the exact amount. I think it's like 750, or maybe it is 800. So with 90 of these, that would be 72 logistic points. Probably still not enough to start transporting troops in there, but that's at least a bit closer, and we can then start transporting more metal away from here, for example, in case we need it, and a few other things. So it's gonna be fine. We got a bit of recruits in here. Oh, did it? Right, this one had lost a bit of units earlier, so could we get some replacement troops for this, perhaps? As a matter of fact, yes, we can. There we go. Well, there goes the recruits, but now we've got more troops defending the city itself. Plus, we got the automated garrison in there and all that, so it's, you know, relatively easy, I guess. We do have a bit of artillery. We could try firing upon the enemies in here. Let's go ahead and give that a try. Let's use these two. Let the one over there in the front conserve some ammo. At least we're getting hits. Ooh, we even destroy one. Don't think it's a full unit though, but at least we dealt some damage. And they might start pulling back from there, which would be ideal. Of course, they should hopefully start pulling back from here as well, so that we can take that one, maybe drive them away from there, so slowly but surely we can push them further and further backward. It's going to take a while. We do also have a lot of decisions here, so let's have a look at those. Security cooperation, we do still need to increase the enforcement, so yes, we will agree on that one. And military research... okay, so what do we want to research? Micro-nuke RPGs, battle nuke, extreme vehicles. Ooh, hold on a minute. We got liquid armor. We did get the... I suppose we do have the walkers now, but possibly discoverable. We could go for liquid armor. That might be a... Aerial armor techniques and energetic fluids that gives extremely good protection against energy weapons. Ooh. I suppose the enemy does start using some of the energy weapons already. I don't know if they use enough. Another one would be fusion engine. Probably would be a bit more expensive to set up the vehicles. But once they're done, we don't need to worry about that. Extreme vehicles is an also potentially good option. It would be even more massive tanks. I'm gonna go for the armor though. And then design target. Have we unlocked? We've unlocked a wide area shield already. Also, that does remind me. We need to change the appliance signs target. It's already over 70% with the extra farming, so I think we got enough food. Oh, right, so we got the medium tank new design, didn't we? So let's go ahead and get a light tank. We've built on the Crusader. Keep the laser gun, but we could... Oh, and the plating. We would go from the heavy diesel engine, which is 400 engine power, to the double electric engine, which I think, I mean, it's... gonna spend a little bit more stuff, the hex, I guess, but it's a little bit lighter. It's gonna be a bit more expensive to produce, of course. Whereas the engine power is the same, and that will start reducing the amount of fuel that we need to bring in. Although we don't really use the light tanks all that much, let's be honest. They can still be okay against infantry, I guess, and especially in open terrain, they can do a decent bit of damage. But yeah, they can be a bit of rough. I don't think we want to go for the triple engine, so we'll just go with the double one. At least the engine power is going to stay the same. Oops, we could go for the heavy armor infantry. Heavy storm infantry army. That would be possibly a good option as well. And we've got the grenadiers that we've been starting to build recently, so that might be something I want to go heavier into. But there's mechanized heavy machine gun infantry army as well. That could be actually quite useful. Let's go for that one. Major worker strike in Albertus. We're going to give in to some of their demands, I think. I don't want to lose workers there right now, because I know that there's still a bit of shortage of workers down there, wasn't there? Well, there's a tiny bit. It's not really that bad. So we're just accumulating a lot of colonies in here. But maybe we'll send in, like, I don't know, 400 in there. But we're going to have some more cities over here in the northwest. I think this one's going to be at least a city. It's got a little bit of areas over here that can be quite useful. And it also cuts off Taz from a lot of this sort of empty void here. We'll probably have another city over here somewhere. That would be able to work a lot of these things, so that'd be nice. Speaking of which, since we are in here, might as well go ahead and try capturing a bit more. Don't know what that is exactly, but I suppose we could try encircling it. Oh, it's the newts. Okay, that's not too bad then. And this is a tank battalion. So, yeah, we destroy a decent bit. Not enough to destroy it completely, but after the next round, unless they manage to break out, which I don't think they will, we'll be able to push them back even further. This absorption lizards, I think we should be able to deal some damage to them. Oh, this is the motorcycles. Right, I thought this was the armored cars, actually.
All clear, sir.
But regardless, we destroyed one, we pushed them back. That's all good. We do have the machine guns over here that were supposed to head further west. And of course, we got these two. Oh, here's the rovers. Right, there's a few newts there. We should be able to... Actually, we can probably put both of these in here. The firepower should be now enough to, if not destroy them completely, definitely push them back further. That one's going to stay here. Probably going to start moving this towards the town. And of course, we've got this problem around the road here. So that's some absorption long frogs. Stop them from using the roads. They might still move. And they might be heading down this way. But they'll probably get to the mountains and we should be able to catch them there. One way or another. So that's the northern front. Let's have a look at the battles for our west front. So over here, that is still surrounded. We could maybe do a quick little range attack on it. Well, there we go. That's at least one truck destroyed. 2 trucks destroyed. Well, 20 technically speaking, but still. 2 kills there. That's good. So they're reducing in strength a little bit, plus the readiness is going down. I think their morale is also being hurt there. I don't think I want to attack there with the infantry quite yet, but I'm going to bring the flak guns a little bit closer, so these will also be defended. And this is currently in the infiltration mode. We might be able to just... Well, Actually, I'm going to use it to destroy the flak guns in here.
Open fire!
Target destroyed.
There we go, that's 20 guns destroyed. Technically speaking, this could move along here and deal some damage, but at the same time, we don't have anyone strong enough to defend in this one then. Like, the flak guns can, well, they got a bit of machine guns, but these are old stuff, actually. I could probably upgrade these, admittedly. There we go, so now they got a little bit stronger stuff. Got a bit of infantry in there. They are currently in the hold the line posture. It's jungle, so it's going to be really bad terrain for tanks to attack into, so probably not attack there, but we could maybe push this tank stack here back. There we go, there's another 10 tanks that they just lost. Right, then we have our heavy tanks over here that can move along the road. And then these can start moving along here. Okay, you can't move in there yet. Clear out the pocket there, so there we go. Now all of the mountain... Well, most of the mountain is ours now. Or the mountain range, rather. I think next round we're going to start encircling this here and then destroy that pocket. Sooner or later. We got the zoos in here. We could maybe... move a little bit closer, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of a range attack. Oh no, it can't do a range attack, it doesn't have the action points. Okay, well next round we could be doing that then. We did have our wizards over here, but they don't have a lot of action points. We do have an area base in here, but I suppose they're not in that good of a shape right now. But I think next round we can probably destroy this pocket. Do a bit of airstrike and artillery strike and then just attack with everything around it. Destroy that and then start moving the troops south to push them further and further. These could potentially attack the enemy tanks here. It is mountains. Oh, it's a motorcycle troops as well. Now these will also give a bit of a hand. That's some leopards in low mountains, so that's minus 50 for their defense actually. I like those odds. Admittedly, there's quite a bit of minus for our anti-tank guns as well.
All clear, sir.
But we pushed them back. We did lose a little bit of infantry. Where's the... Okay, there's a little bit of troops all the way down there, part of this corps. And then there's these two, and... Where's the fifth one? Over there. Okay, so we should probably send this one south. Oh, and we got the Sky Knights there. I think these did an airstrike already around last episode. So, I guess our tanks can just keep the enemy back as much as possible. Inflict as many casualties as we can, and then we can just keep on pushing later on. But let's go ahead and attack this one as well. This is one of the militia units that they have in here, which is not very strong.
Mission accomplished.
Well, they're using their losing their transports rather in here now. So that's good. We could probably use both of these tanks to push back the infantry in here. They got a lot of anti-tank capabilities in there, so I'd rather get some good hits in there. Remove as many as possible. Well, there's 200 infantry, only 100 of which were the RPG units, though. Oh, well, there's a lot more RPGs in here, actually.
Mission accomplished.
Well, that's another 200 infantry, not bad. So making a little bit more room in here. I guess at this stage we will want to start encircling the main city, I think, but we might have to push this one back first. Can we do a ranged attack? We can. Let's do a ranged attack first. Getting quite a few hits there. But unfortunately no kills. But that should have weakened at least some of the enemy units here. So now if we attack with the heavy tanks, should be able to push them back. For the most part.
Get out.
Okay, well, we lost 10 tanks. We destroyed 10 guns and 200 infantry. So not necessarily the best raid in there, let's be honest. I guess it could be a lot worse. Let's send in another one.
Open fire. Open fire. Operation.
This time we pushed them back and we killed another 10 flak guns and 200 infantry. There we go. Now we're going to move into the town there. I suppose... No, you can't actually move there. But you could then move maybe along the flank here. I'm going to keep some of these heavy tanks here. The medium tanks I could probably actually use to push back the ones in the pocket.
Open fire. Open fire.
They should be pretty low on supplies after fighting a little bit as well. So I think we've got a chance here destroying this pocket now. Well, one of them broke already, another one broke, and these are going to surrender.
Operation success.
Yeah, there we go. We didn't lose anything. Push them back a little bit at least. We might want to move in someone in here, just in case these decide to start attacking us, because there's no guarantee that they won't do that. Especially since we're technically speaking advancing into their territory as well. But I suspect that our troops are fairly good quality already at this stage. I'm not too worried about losing anything in there, let's be honest. Sending the flak gun, no, not the flak guns, the anti-tank guns to just... Oh, wow. That was a quick battle there. They only had those 10 tanks there. And those were light tanks at that. So let's go ahead and attack a little bit with some of these units. Push back the medium tanks here. They are a little bit stronger there. Oh, well. They got a few hits, but that wasn't enough. They got destroyed. The enemy, that is. Right, we should be able to maybe kind of encircle this. If we attack there, we might be able to destroy this tank pocket here as well. We are getting good hits there. Oh, and we destroyed 10 and the other surrendered. There we go. That's another pocket destroyed. Ooh, and what was this? Oh, it's a mercenary post. Impressive. Well, that means more recruits for free. That's nice. We could probably move these a little bit closer. So we'll have our Hueys at least within range here. But there we go. The south is pretty much destroyed now. I don't think they have a lot of troops in here at all. This might be one of the few ones. Of course, they should be low on supplies as well in there. Now, they still got a port in here, I reckon. Yeah, they got a port there. So we can't literally cut off the supply line to the island quite yet. Now, one of the things that I might do... What do we have in here? Oh, Crusaders. I think we're going to keep the heavy tanks in there. I'm just going to quickly get some replacement troops. Get some heavy tanks as well. We have actually lost any medium tanks since we started, or got the upgraded dragons. I'm sure that that's going to change eventually. I might move in the aerial soldiers over here as well, just to guard the flank a bit further. Because there's quite a stack of units in here. And there's entirely possible that we will start losing that area. So I'm just going to move these in as well, and then the flak guns could probably move closer. Although we've got some Black guns and artillery. Oh, well, that's manpads, actually. Speaking of artillery, admittedly, we could probably do a quick little range attack in here. They do have counter battery, at least in theory. Oh, got one hit. Don't know what we hit. But we got one hit. They had some artillery, but they weren't really firing as far as I can tell. Plus, it looks like a lot of their units are kind of low on supplies, which is good for us. Speaking of which, we've got the wizards over here. We could probably do a bit of an air attack in that zone as well. I said both the wizards. Maybe the Apaches as well. I don't think we need the Apaches. They don't really deal a lot of damage. So, 60 wizards should be enough to at least get some hits, right? Oh, I got that one hit on a tank, apparently. That's about it. There's a lot of infantry in there, so I think what we need to do is we need to just surround this area. Do they have actually... One of the things that we can do is we can just do enough damage on the infrastructure in here that they'll lose their food production and all that. If we have a look at just the... Oh, there is a farm in the city, okay. And it's taking a bit of damage, which is good. And a lot of the other things in here are taking quite heavy casualties as well in the process. But you know, war is war. Looks like we got pretty much all of that sorted. We might want to start recruiting a bit more troops for the northern front soon enough. Or more troops for Unsung. I mean, technically speaking, what I could do is I could do a bit of a transfer of a bit of units to... Oh, it's still 24, but we can send in like at least 200 recruits. Maybe we'll send 300. And then we should be able to do it the other way around as well. So if you transfer the southern SHQ... There's 24 points available, so we can just transfer more of the metal. We'll transfer another 20. Trying to salvage that for other users right now. We will need to get a little bit more ammunition by the looks of it. So let's get another, I don't know, 3,000. Not too expensive. If we do take a gander at our construction, we've done a decent chunk. I've put in a rail station it has for the to-be future city. And Vidcom Station Hidden Village, that's started now, but we've got the serpentinization plant in Somebody completed. We got the rail station in Osnabrück. That will start making things a bit easier there. And Kathmandu's got the demetallization facility as well. So that should start giving us a bit more... Oh, that actually reminds me. Organization, apply science, we'll call that and we'll switch your research. What we'll do is we'll probably put in the mining techniques actually to get more resources out of the mines. And I believe that does include the demetallization facility. Oh, and we had the rocket artilleries over here that have yet to arrive to the front lines. So that's one. The other one was over here. We actually traveled pretty far. But that way we can potentially start clearing out a lot of the enemy units in here with rocket artillery, among other things. We do not have particularly good logistics going all the way through. This one doesn't actually have anything yet, but it could definitely have a truck station, quite frankly. Let's put a bit of logistics there. It's a truck station. And maybe we'll put in... Is this a truck station? It is. So we could maybe put in a supply base over here, for example. Possibly something over here in the middle.
Yes, sir.
So that should allow the flow of traffic to be slightly easier. And get more supplies in here. We've got a okay road in here. We'll probably want to get a railway through here at some point, but it's gonna have to go through a pretty long mountain, so it's gonna be quite expensive, and we don't have the metal for that right now. I probably don't want to attack the infantry stacks in here. There's a lot of ATs and all that sort of stuff in here, so we'll just, you know, surround it soon enough, cut them off from any reinforcements, and let them starve for a little bit before we destroy them completely. I believe that would be enough for this round. Just gonna... I already did before the start of the episode a little bit of the movement in the Far East, although there's still a few tanks to be moved, among other things, and some of the artillery. Actually, this artillery and the flak could probably just go somewhere in the middle here, and then it'd be transported wherever they needed. I believe these tanks were heading... Actually, I'm not entirely sure where I was taking these. You could probably go all the way there. And these were already moved. So that's good. Right, let's get to the next round, shall we? Alright, there's a decent bit of troop movement in the northern half of the Monish Republic, but I don't know if they're going to be doing a lot of counterattacks in here. I think they're just trying to salvage what front line they have there. I think soon enough we need to start building up a lot of logistics up here in the north to maybe take out Bruderland soon enough and then start pushing further northeast. Oh, we're attacked in the northeast. And there we go, these newts are trying to break out of here, but next round we'll destroy that. There we go, 300 infantry, no losses for us. Private investments. Oh, enforcement did go up high enough. And there we go, we got the Crusader 2 already. So that's with the electric engines. We should, in theory, reduce the amount of logistics needed. Because the energy travels along the roads and all that. Basically for free. The transfer costs anyhow. Right, let's give these a try. We haven't actually tried these. Oh, it's all got actually quite a long range, doesn't it? It does. It could even strike there from here. Okay, let's do a mass artillery strike on that. Oh, we got a few hits at least with the missile launchers. No kills. No idea what we hit either. Right, well, let's have a look at the decisions. Air Force Research Council task priorities. No need to change that. Ah, design for mod. Oh, right. So we got the light and the medium tanks already, the electric engine versions. I guess we could go for the heavy tank as well. Let's see. Metalhead 3. We'll hold on to the heavy laser gun and the 150mm plating. That seems to be fairly effective. And what do we have? We've got the triple diesel engine. Oh, the electric engine is basically not strong enough for that. I mean, we can still go with the diesel engine with the heavy tanks, I guess. They're still going to have some better stats there, no doubt. Alliance review. We've got 35% of government director and SHQ commander positions. Still with that, but no, all is well. Oh, and I think Ansung is... No, Kathmandu's a small town. Yeah, sure. That's actually not a bad idea. So we can keep advancing in here. They should be able to clear out the bikers quite easily. Yeah, there we go. Could possibly even push that back further. Oh wow, that was overrun. Could you could actually attack there. Oh, we actually lost some tanks. Now that gives us perfect timing to then get some of those new dragons. It's not all bad. We've got our heavy tanks to arrive in here. Do we have... Okay, we've got a bit of infantry that could move about. Of course, these can start moving in. Oh, there's a bit of enemy tanks there. We do have our Sky Knights. Let's go ahead and do a bit of air attack. Don't honestly have a lot of action points, but it might be enough to maybe break some of these. No hits whatsoever. I mean, it's a bit rough to... Or, yeah, not exactly ideal terrain for the tanks. Okay, so now I think that they seem to be down quite a bit in terms of strength here, so let's go ahead and use our wizards over here to do a bit of an air attack. Well, we've got a few hits, no kills. Let's try it with the artillery in here next. At least the truck is getting a lot of hits, so I'm guessing their morale should be pretty low. The others are in a bit better shape still, but yeah, no. Did not destroy, but their readiness is now... Oh, and they are out of supplies. So we've got a pretty good intel now, so how about we just go ahead and... Oh, this was not... Oh, wait, never mind. It, for some reason, had that one selected still. Okay, so we can take some troops from pretty much all around and destroy these. We might take a bit of losses ourselves. I'm sure that with enough firepower we can force them to surrender. There we go. So what do we lose? 4 units total. 100 infantry and 30 of these troop carrier force, which is not ideal, let's be honest. But we can manage. Let me actually get some of the replacement troops already before I forget. There we go. So now we got a little bit queued up there. We could try pushing back some of the enemy tanks here once again. Oh, there we go. We just completely destroyed that one. Let's give a hell to the flak guns as well. There we go. Those have been pushed back. Not really destroyed yet, but pushed back definitely. Ooh, there's a lot of planes here. And flak guns, infantry. So this might not stay here for long, I'm afraid, but oh well. At least we're pushing the enemy back. We've still got the infiltration focus on that one. They might be able to try to push back there. Of course, we've got these with the defense. We've got quite a few anti-tank guns at least, so we might be able to destroy some of these. But this heavy forest, how bad is it for... Actually, there's no attack penalty for guns in the forest, so that's actually not a terrible idea, but maybe we'll wait for another round before we do that. There's some tanks over here, very low on morale, actually.
Enemy.
If we just get a few hits there, we should be able to push them back.
Mission accomplished.
Or just destroy it outright. That's fine by me. I mean, I suppose technically speaking what I could do... No, I think we need to keep a bit of troops in here. And these aren't exactly the best of units. Oh, now that we're starting a lot of the construction, the logistics are going to be a little bit strange for a bit. So we might not want to use quite all the air force and all that sort of stuff for this round. We've got in here, we might be able to start cutting off their supply lines. Over here we've got the rovers, we can probably bring these in. So now we've encircled their capital, that's good. Bring the flat guns a little bit closer. We've got the barriers in here, we can probably move those forward. And we've got some of the planes here, we've got some metal heads. And until the aliens offer us a peace deal, I'm just going to keep on advancing into their land. So what's that? There's a few tanks, they should be pretty low on supplies at least. I'm going to capture some of that. I suppose the militia should be moving as well, help capturing the peripheries. I guess what we do need to do is get a bit of a road going to... Oh, hold on a minute. That's not connected. Okay, so we need to approach from this side. Okay, well, that's fine. That's now sorted. Logistics are going to be a little bit strained, though. But I suppose once we get this one, we'll probably have another city over here in the south at some point. Or maybe even two cities. I'm not going to attack there yet. I'm just going to try to hold them back a little bit for the time being. Of course, they should be low on fuel, so I'm not too worried about it. I could potentially start attacking in here, but I'd rather not anger them too much. We've got okay relations. I suppose what I could do is I could send another diplomat there. Maybe try to learn their language a bit better. So the diplomacy will go smoother, and we could maybe annex them peacefully. I mean, they don't have a large territory in here. They've got a large set of units in this one hex here. But beyond that, like, if we just encircle that and destroy them, then yeah, that's not really a problem. We can just walk over the entire territory. Which is probably what is going to happen in the end. Yeah, we got our rocket artillery in here as well as down here. Keep those moving. We've got the missile launchers already used this round, so let's have a look at the eastern... Well, actually, is there anything in here? Could maybe do a bit... Oh, right, actually, how are we doing in ammo? It could be worse. Definitely could be worse. Don't know what's exactly over there. I suppose we got the grasshopper, so let's do a quick little air recon on there. We do have some tanks in here. They should be just very simple enemies, quite frankly. Oh yeah, it's a squirmer, so technically speaking, these should be able to push them back. Also, even destroy them. Well, they've retreated. I'm just going to keep this one in here. I'm going to move the tanks over there instead. Have someone defending that, and the barrier can keep on moving. That's good. We've got some more troops like these heading westward. I guess these were going down south over here to be in a somewhat central location. But overall, the east is now mostly pacified. That is good. I can get on the road, and this one can drive all the way to the city. I guess that leaves us with the northern front, so let's have a look at the situation here. So that did escape a little bit further. You could actually attack there. Let's give them a bit of a hell. They're taking a bit of hits as well, admittedly. They are stronger than one might think. Lost a bit of infantry. I don't think it was quite the latest infantry though. No, it's a GI-3s, which, yeah, that's not really the latest at all. Okay, this one can probably stay there, actually, because that might still try to get on land. I'm just going to get on the future city, which isn't really enough troops to hold it there, but it's better than nothing. Go ahead and push this one back. We might get a few kills there. Oh, there we go. That's a complete unit destroyed. Capturing more land. The machine gunners are going to help there. The bikers could probably try to deal some damage on the lizard snakes here. Yeah, there we go. That's another 200. What's there? Oh, there's rifle militia. We're not going to attack that one right now. I don't think we have the firepower, but what we do have firepower for... Actually, we're just going to use these two. Destroy this pocket here once and for all. There we go. Didn't lose anything. So this can now start heading east. We'll send the tanks west. To clear out some of that. Oh, this was the militia. Okay, never mind. Well, actually, it's a bit of a mixed bag there. Now that I think of it. Well, there we go. That's a few victories there. Are we building anything in here? So Albertus doesn't actually... I think this one could definitely be a supply depot in here. along the road. So supply base. Maybe another truck station somewhere over there. Because there's going to be a lot of potentially mining in there. Of course, don't know if that's that's pretty far away, admittedly. Did we already complete this one? Not quite yet. Almost. Almost. Let's actually have a look at the construction overview. So we completed the supply bases in Spokomania and truck station in Spokomania. Metal facility, or metal mining facility in Alberta is almost done. And then we got a little bit of work done the rail station and the Vidcom station. And the oil drilling facility is probably going to be done next round as well. But it looks like the northern half of our nation is now at least supplied with energy, so that's good. I can probably move in a little bit closer. So we'll start forming up a bit of a front line against Bruderland soon enough as well. Especially once the Bonus Republic has been largely destroyed. Now, that being said, we do have a little bit of recruits in here. I think we want to wait another round or two before we go buying any more troops. So admittedly, I wonder if we were to get some heavy tanks in here. Especially once we get the new design of the metalhead. Because these are way too heavy, I reckon. How much is the weight? 25 each. I'm technically speaking with the carrier capacity over here now being, what, 72? It would be enough to slowly transport them in. But it wouldn't be able to transport a full group, that's a problem. Also, it's only level 1 airbase. We could probably construct or upgrade that to level 2 now that I think of it. There we go. So we can have more planes in there in case we need it. But anyway, I do see that we are actually out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.